Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat, my nigga. Recline.
Welcome to this edition of the Smartalecs. You know who I am, Handsome John, 35 on Instagram. These guys, what's your name?
My name is Al. Angry Al, I guess that's what you guys want to call me.
Double A.
Double A.
What up, nigga?
That's why we call you Double A. And what's your name?
Oh, you know, young professor, schooling these old niggas, you know.
I bet. So we got a topic called MGK and his, I guess, interview on the Breakfast Club, where he discussed the whole kill shot beef with Eminem thing. And we're going to get you guys' views on it and how you guys felt about it. And maybe a conspiracy wrapped up all in this. Go ahead, young professor. How you feel?
Let L start. Let Double A start.
Oh, look, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. A pass.
Let Double A start.
A pass. Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
It's a pass. Ain't no pass.
He did. He
It's
just
Al.
passed. He just passed.
Doesn't matter. Total.
Delayed.
Deferred. Anyways, man, I mean, you know, I like the kill shot. I think it was a Eminem special exclusive. Sounds like he was. Doesn't sound like he was a Rap Olympics I ain't gonna say that, but he still did his thing on it. So I like it. You know what I mean? So I'm rocking with him all day. I don't really fuck with MGK. So.
How you feel about his interview on the Breakfast Club?
I think it was, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? It was an alright interview. You know, he said some things that, I pointed out on our Instagram post where he talked about, he definitely played it safe because he had his interview with Sway and he from Shady 45, whoop-de-whoop. And then be like, well, nigga, the Breakfast Club is Revolt, so that's Diddy. So, nigga, how can you be calling the kettle black? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is full of shit.
White.
I didn't even know that Breakfast Club is Revolt.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's Revolt TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Shit, I thought it ended his thing. Probably shouldn't have even said anything for real because he started it. And I mean, the first one was better than what MGK came back with, so kind of overkill in my book. But I think it's done. Should be done. Should be squashed. But I think it's bigger than that.
But wait a
Is this
minute.
the conspiracy?
Before we go
personally
into
think
the
it's
things that's
conspiracy.
bigger. I mean, because we can definitely talk about it because they're both on the same label. But in my opinion, he was also talking about in the interview how, he's like, at certain times during the, in the label, certain people wouldn't work with me or MGK was basically, trying to throw a pity party because, people at the label wasn't fucking with him as hard as they gonna fuck with M because M is the cash cow over there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, but on top of that though, you know what I'm saying? This is what, in my opinion, this is why, ignorance is bliss. You know what I'm saying? He sat up there on that interview, you know what I'm saying? And he said that he apologized and he took the tweet down. No. I guess he apologized to his team or something, or somehow he did some type of apology. I don't know if it was on Twitter or whatever, but I guess MGK did some type of apology. And they asked him to take the tweet down. I think he did take the tweet down. But when they asked him for an apology publicly, he was like, fuck no, I'm not doing it. And they asked him, well, why wouldn't you do that when you, blatantly, was out of line saying what you said? He like, because, man, this the guy who used to talk about killing and who used to talk about raping little babies and woo. And that, in my opinion, doesn't hold no weight. You know what I'm saying? Because first off, that's all lyrics, that's all music, and he never said no baby's name. He never said no child's name. So nigga, for MGK to sit up on the Breakfast Club and try to get people on his side, I felt like, yo, that's some bullshit, bro. Just say, yo, I was wrong, I shouldn't have did what I did. At this point in time, I'm doing my thing, I got my album about to drop tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. And keep it moving. But for him to be sitting up there like, oh, nigga, M, fuck M, and this, that, and this, because at one point in time he did, oh, nigga, fuck him. Oh, fuck this, and fuck that, and oh, he a bitch, and this, that, and this.
that's why.
Do you think MGK is a sucker?
Personally?
Yeah, personally.
I don't know the brother personally, but from what I seen,
I know you don't know him personally, but from what you see on his persona and the way he's handling himself in this beat,
No,
do you think
I
he's
don't
a
think
sucker?
he's a bitch.
Yeah, I don't
at
think
all.
he's a sucker. No, I don't think he's a sucker. Not at all.
He replied to Eminem. I mean, come on, Eminem called out a lot of people on there, and I'm sure there's some people who replied that we didn't even know he dissed because they were that small. But he's a big name who replied, so I don't think he's a sucker.
I'm not saying, I wouldn't call him a sucker, but like I'm saying, the shit he did was some sucker type shit. Because like I said, man, you said something about the brother's daughter when she was a minor. And he was like, well, I didn't even know what she was. I just seen something on the internet saying that, you know, she was a fine young woman or some shit. And then, you know, he said what he said on Twitter or whatever. And, you know, once again, before he even looked into her, how old she was. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he said that the article he seen was so-and-so's daughter is coming of age.
I remember to the point where when it was going around that she had gotten older and they were showing pictures of her and shit. And that's when him started cracking down and, like, you know, kind of make sure she wasn't getting pictures taken. But I do remember her being, a minor. But I was, too. I wasn't 18,
right.
So I knew she was a kid. But I could see it. I'd be a 20-year-old and see a picture and be like, damn, that's Eminem's daughter. She's, damn. And not really digging in and, like, thinking and doing the math.
Right, because first off, we would think and do the math because we're just, you know, probably just on a different level. But, you know, since he didn't think and do the math, then
at
now,
20, I don't think I've always liked older women.
First off, at 20, if you in the rap game and they're like,
you should definitely be doing your math.
There's like Eminem's daughter
yeah.
is coming of age. You should make sure that you know how old she is before you put up a fucking tweet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you in the rap game, because see, he was complaining about how he was getting shitted on by Interscope, but my point is, you talked about the head nigga's daughter. You know what I'm saying? In a disrespectful manner. Then they asked you to.
And that's why I think it's a conspiracy.
Why is it a conspiracy?
Because it all makes sense, right? So
Yeah.
M's been quiet for a while, right?
Yeah.
Revival didn't do as well as he wanted it to do, or I bet you the record label wanted it to do.
Okay.
And how can we get some shit out? Because best believe they heard that shit before it was released, and M didn't do subliminals. He said that man's name on that song, so they knew what it was. So boom, you got